Hey everybody, I'm Shane Mason and this is Mason Boys Outdoors. This morning I got to do something I hadn't been able to do in 6 months. I went fishing in my bayou and all I brought with me was a pink gulp. I'll show you how I rigged it to catch these two bad boys right here. I caught several other white trout also. It's about a 20-inch redfish and a 18-inch speckled trout. And so I had a real good time. Let me show you. Hey, we got a white trout. Let's see if we can't get a couple more. They just dredged this bayou this year. And this whole place may be full of white trout. The past 6 months they've been dredging. They're small white trout. They're good to eat. Cut them up, fry them whole. Man, that'd be great. Can you tell it's cold today? Yeah, it's pretty cold. Think about white trout. They may all be piled up right over there. Oh, there's one. They may be all through this place. There's another one. Oh, this is a nicer one here. Decent sized white trout. They're not very big, not great fighters, but they taste great. I'm all about eating fish. If I could stay right here and catch a dozen of them this size, it's a good day. Good meal. I mean, I probably wouldn't stay here if it took me all day to catch them. I could catch a dozen of them in an hour. We're good to go. Got my little homemade power pole. Alright guys, I seen something telling right back over there. His fin was just out of the water. I don't know how big it was. I just seen the tip of its fin. But I cast over there and I felt the bump. I set the hook and nothing. It was like clean break. Probably from dragging my line across a barnacle earlier. So I'm gonna try to go get another hook set in and try to get the kayak turned around where you can, where we can get it on film. It's right over there. see him right now, but his fin will come up in just a minute. The thing about tailing fish is don't cast straight at the tail, but cast where the tail is pushing the fish. You're gonna cast right out in front of the head of the fish. I've been fishing for him for about 5 minutes now, and his tail just come way up. It's a big black drum. I'm not gonna waste my time fishing for him. If I had all day, I probably would, just for the fight of it, but I'm not gonna eat a big black drum. I'll eat the smaller ones. The smaller ones still have stripes. They look a lot like sheephead, and they're pretty good to eat, but the big ones, not so much. And Silas has a soccer game at 10, so I'm about to head in. It's 8:15 now. I'm gonna fish about 15-20 more minutes, maybe try to pick up some more white trout. And so I'm gonna leave this old boy for another day. We got a nice speckled trout. That's what we've been looking for. Here's a tip for you kayakers out there. Put your fish on the stringer before you take them off the hook. The only time I ever flipped out of a kayak was when I had a fish about this size, maybe a little bit bigger. You know, definitely bigger. I had him on my lap, and he was across both my legs. And he flopped, and when he flopped, he went straight up from the air and went nose down in the water, and I went right after him, trying to grab him. If I'd have left the hook in him, I'd put him on the stringer, I'd have had him. Tip of the day. Let's go see if there's another one over there. It's hard to leave when right after you catch a good trout like that, but I gotta go. Silas got a soccer game. Gotta go help Chas get the boys ready. They'll be here later. Me and Silas will probably be back with some live shrimp. One more cast. Perfect size eating red. seen that one running bait up in the shallows. I cast it over there the first time and he hit it. He took it. And I guess he just grabbed the tail of it. And I set the hook and it like pulled my bait down the hook. Threw right back out there. I didn't see him again, but I threw right back in the same place. When I did, I seen him swirl. I felt him, they're just pecking at it today. He didn't hit it hard, but I seen his wake and I just felt the peck, and it pecked 2 more times and I let him swallow at that time. First time, I think he grabbed the tail. Second time, I let him peck at us several times, and then I set the hook and it was on. I gotta get out of here. It's hard to lead fish biting though, but you got to. They'll be here later. Let me show you what I was using. I had this pink swimming mullet in the 4-inch version on a red jig head. This mullet, you always want to hook it where the hook will come right out the back, and this jig head here, it'll come out about halfway down this fin right here. And so you want to make sure you put it in the center of the front there, come all the way straight to the about midway of this fin in the back, and come out and push it. Push it all the way up so the mullet will lay on there straight as can be. And then I casted it out there and I'd let it fall all the way to the bottom, and then I'd slowly reel it and just bump it every now and then. And that's how I caught the bigger fish. I was using the red jig head and the pink swimming mullet, and that's how I caught the redfish and the speckled trout. I caught the 3 white trout earlier on a lighter lead head, and I'm not sure if my bait was going all the way to the bottom. The current was flowing real hard, and had a north wind blowing me also, and so I switched to the heavier lead heads and caught bigger fish. That may have got me down on the bottom more, and so that's always something to consider when you're fishing. Just a small change like that may produce better fish, so don't be afraid to change things up. Hope you go catch a big one. Thought that redfish was back. Sitting here doing this video and a redfish swam by. He got in the shadows and I can't see him anymore. But anyways, maybe he'll pop back out in a minute. But anyhow, thank you guys for watching Mason Boys Outdoors, and God bless you. I'll see you on the next video. Be sure and subscribe. I appreciate it.